Alright, what is happening, guys? It is Reflex back at you, and today we got part 2 of the GB Beginner's Guide to Game Battles, blah blah blah. And this is my third take doing this commentary. This is a 12-minute gameplay. First time, I fucked up and I messed up the audio settings and I forgot to activate my microphone. And I did the entire commentary with my webcam mic and it sounded like I was in a cave. So, obviously I can't upload that. You guys actually need to be able to hear me. Second time, the phone rang and it ruined the whole commentary. So, third try, let's give it the best go. This is an awesome comeback. This is a 1-5 comeback. This is third map and I was so devastated with the way this gameplay was going, honestly. We had a couple team kills, we had a couple fluky rounds, we had a couple easy rounds. Just it was going so far downhill. So we end up coming back 1-5 and it gets crazy at the end. It is just an awesome gameplay, and me and my teammates just work this entire game so well, and we just play it all around perfect, really. We just play this map awesome. And that's what I want to get into really today, is pretty much playing with your teammates and finding teammates and going over different ways of finding teammates and who you want to play with and why you want to play with these certain kind of teammates the way you do, and finding who you need to avoid when it comes to finding teammates, what to look out for, and of course finding somebody that's of your ability, and you want to find somebody that's as good as you are or even better. That's what you want in a good dubs partner or in a good team ladder. That's what you need. So I'm gonna go over couple different methods. There's like 3 methods that I really know of finding really good teammates that are of your ability, I guess you could say, or sometimes you'll run into some that aren't very good, but there's 3 that I like to use. And the first one, you can go through the forums on Game Battles. I believe it's in the top right of the website. You'll see it on there, the forums, and you can find people right there. You'll see like recruiting or looking for teammates or something, and you can find people in there all the time looking for people to play with. And this isn't a bad route, you can go for finding people on the forums, but you can run into some scrubs or some new kids or just people that don't know the game too well or whatnot. But a lot of newer players do like to look on the forums, so if you're looking for somebody who's new, kind of like you are, go on the forums, learn the game together. But if you're more into finding people that are more experienced, I recommend sometimes you can go on Twitter, and if you have a gaming Twitter, you have your Twitter with your gamer tag or whatnot, and that's what I do to find teammates and share my videos and stuff, which you'll see it on my channel all the time, my Twitter. You can find teammates through there. The competitive scene is really big on Twitter. A lot of pros use Twitter all the time. A lot of tourney stars use Twitter. A lot of YouTubers use Twitter. It's just a good place to communicate and talk about things in the competitive gaming community, I guess. So you can find teammates on Twitter. And the third and probably the most effective way is playing with your opponents. And it sounds weird, but if you get beat by somebody, wouldn't it be awesome? Damn, that kid kind of just kicked my ass. I wonder how dominant we'd be if we, teamed up. And that's one thing that I've been the most successful with. Most of my teammates that I have ever played with are usually opponents of mine at one point. Like Flannels was my second or third, I think, Game Battles match on Modern Warfare Remastered. We were playing, and Overgrown third map, he was like, yo, let's just cancel this and let's run dubs. And I was like, fuck it, I don't want to play Overgrown singles. I'm fine with that. We ended up going 115 last season, and it started, I don't know, the second season just wasn't starting off well. He stopped playing, and some other kids, joined the team, and we lost a couple unnecessary games. So he was like, screw it, let's just ban and restart. And we're starting off the season strong at a nice 8-0. So that's tight, and we're just gonna work our way up from there. And we've built so much chemistry over the past couple months, and we're just gonna see what we can do this next season. And especially in TL as well, we've been doing great with me, him, and Bala and Criticals, and it's just been going absolutely awesome. I also have a Fours map that I'm going to be uploading. It's actually thinking about saving that for the next GB Beginner's Guide tips video, just because I got DDoSed in that game. But anyway, off topic. I'm not going to get into that. But finding teammates that you've played, against in the past is one of the best, probably the best route you can go, because you're playing against somebody that they played against you and they gave you a challenge, so they're going to give other people a challenge. So that's one I would recommend. And another thing, finding teammates. I know when you get into competitive COD, you try to tell your friends in real life about competitive COD, and that's understandable, and you try to get them into game battles, but if they're not really all that into it, they're really not all that into it. And there's an old term that goes, don't play with school friends. A lot of people, you might have heard that. If not, well, anyway, that's the term. Don't play with school friends. Play with your online friends only. That's not necessarily true if you have real life friends that are really into competitive Call of Duty and they're good at it. I have one real life friend that is actually very, very good at competitive COD, Magnums. He plays frequently and he understands the game. And a lot of other people that I'm friends with in real life, they just fuck around at pubs. So, you got to find those kind of people. All the other players that I play with are all online players, mostly from Canada and some in the States. And that's pretty much the best thing I can say. I like to play with online players more than anything and communicate through Instagram and Twitter and stuff. Just let them know, hey, when you're getting on, when you're not going to get on, things like that. And pretty much just gain a friendship online. And really, one big thing is when you become friends with somebody, it's understanding you're going to get frustrated with them sometimes. And that's one thing you need to understand. Try not to rage. Try not to rage. Raging at your teammates never works out in the end. I used to rage so hard back in Black Ops 2 and in Modern Warfare 3 and stuff. It wasn't fun. I mean, it was a fun game. They were all fun games, but I used to just get so mad and so angry at my teammates when we lost rounds and stuff. And I realized in the past, it doesn't work out. It doesn't work out in the end, and you just got to stay calm, and you got to let them know, guys, we got this game in the bag. And this is pretty much how we came out with this comeback, is I stayed calm, and I told them, I was like, yo, homies, we got this, nothing to worry about. We had backlot the first two maps, we both picked backlot. They beat us the first map, it was kind of tight, and then we completely understood how they played the second backlot, and I was like, screw it. We know how they play now, so we completely countered that, and we ended up 6-1ing them. And then it comes down to 5-1 their lead on Strike, which honestly I think their lead just got really fluky, which was unfortunate, but they got the dirty comeback, so that was awesome. But with teammates, like I was saying, don't rage, first of all, like I said, and losing. You're going to lose games, guys. Kind of like I said in the first beginner's guide, you're going to lose games. Don't disband after one loss. Don't disband after two losses. You're going to gain chemistry as time goes on. You're going to gain understanding of how each player plays. You're going to gain understanding of their positioning. You're going to understand their knowledge. You're going to understand that they know when to push, when not to push, when to sit back, when to camp. And you guys are just going to completely understand people, not just as a player, but also as a person, really. You're going to understand the person that they are and give them some tips, hey man, you don't need to yell at me like this whenever I lose a round, blah blah blah. Or definitely don't yell at your teammates if they start off the game 0-3. I believe I started this map off 0-3 and I ended up going big in this game. I ended up pulling out some awesome rounds. I believe I don't get any more kills this game. I just get picked up from kind of miscommunication and just not really good positioning of the map. But we just played it smart. We ended up I was really, really happy with the way we ended this game. And we just, you play with your friends. You have a good time. Just keep in mind, at the end of the day, this is a video game. You play this for fun. Although we do play it competitively, you play it for fun, and you're playing it to win. And I get that, but everyone likes to win. It makes sense. So, find teammates on Twitter, find teammates on game battles. And another thing, I've noticed a lot of people in the comment section on my videos like to, hey, does anybody out there want to play? Does anybody want to play, competitive, blah, blah, blah. Here's my gamer tag. That's another great method. Go on YouTube, go on Twitch. If you want a teammate right now, or you want some, teammates to play some TL, comment in the comment section. I'll guarantee you, before the end of this video, you'll probably, get a response. I get so many of those comments every day. people always posting their gamer tags asking for people to play. So you can definitely do that in the YouTube comments all the time, or in Twitch. I'm sure a lot of people on Twitch are always saying, yo, let's play. So you can definitely do that. I won't be able to play with you, sorry, just because, I got my squad, but you can definitely find some teammates on here. But, gosh, doing a long gameplay like this can be very difficult. Commentating a long gameplay like this can be difficult, just because it's so much commentating and talking right here. And we miscommunicated right here. I just didn't know that there was one mid. I ended up getting picked up walking across right here. I was kind of bummed out. I was like, Flannels, fuck it, push him, bro. And he pushes, and he doesn't see him, and he runs around A side, and I was like, fuck. And this guy ends up just camping in A. I told Flannels, like, fuck it, leave him. One's top planers. Bala sees him. I don't know how this guy didn't kill Bala, but Flannels picks him up. They get bombed down. This is getting so sketchy at this point. I'm like, oh my god, guys. Just win this shit. And I'm looking, and I'm like, Flannels, just watch the outside. Bala decides to go up into the house and just take it easy. I'm thinking, I'm like, this kid might have gone around mid-map. And I was like, guys, watch for the ninja. Watch for the ninja. They're like, screw it. We're not going to watch for the ninja. I was like, oh my god. I was freaking out. But this ends up happening, and it was just a great comeback. Guys, I hope you enjoyed. Use some of these methods to find teammates, and I promise you'll find success. And I will catch you in the next GB Tips for Beginners in Part 3. Later.